Let us continue this journey. Allow me to ask you a few questions, questions that may prompt your memory. Close your eyes for a moment. Relax your mind and open your oculus animus, the eye of the mind. Now think about the storyteller who has been carefully curating this story. Have they appeared unusually interested in a colour, perhaps even obsessed with it? Think about the colour white. Did the storyteller frequently wear white? Did they make a point of being seen in white? When did you first notice it? Where were they? What were they doing? Did the clothing seem ordinary? Or did wearing white feel like a deliberate statement? Now think about the other white objects that have appeared throughout this journey. White birds, white candles, white matches, white dresses, white linen. Have you ever seen a white matches before? Perhaps white has only been a subtle theme, something sitting quietly in the background, something you may not have noticed at first. But now that you think about it, does white appear more often than you realised? Was the colour white ever controversial within this story? Was it worn or displayed at a moment when it seemed inappropriate? Did white somehow feel wrong for the occasion? And did other people notice? I mentioned birds. So let us pause here and workshop the birds. Have you noticed birds appearing along the path of this journey? When was the first time you saw one? What kind of bird was it? What colour was it? Was that bird connected to someone's name, identity, or public image? What types of birds have appeared in this story? Chickens, hummingbirds, doves, or even owls maybe? Think carefully about the chickens. When did they appear? What was happening in the story at the time? And why did the chickens seem important? Who was present? Was the chicken setting important to the story being told? Or perhaps it just seemed irrelevant when you witnessed the event? Perhaps the chicken was being prepared. Perhaps it had already been cooked. Which leads us to another question. Has cooking become a major part of this story? Cooking. Is someone cooking? Or are they cooking up a story? Are they attempting to present themselves as a cook? Or are they simply determined to convince you that cooking is one of their great passions? What exactly do they cook? Have you seen them stirring pots, displaying ingredients, drawing your attention repeatedly to something they have prepared? Have they ever attempted to place something unusual into your mouth? Something you may not have considered edible or even palatable? And are these dishes usually sweet? Have you noticed honey, edible flowers, cakes, fresh fruit, or fruit that has been cooked, preserved, and placed inside a jar? Let us think carefully about the fruit. What kinds of fruit have you been shown throughout this story? Lemons, oranges, perhaps sliced into circular discs, apricots, pomegranates, strawberries, raspberries. When you consider the way these fruits have been arranged and presented, does anything feel unusual? Have you seen cooked fruit displayed inside a strange jar? Perhaps it was only an ordinary jar, yet something about its presentation felt peculiar. Was it the label, the name, the emblem? Did the imagery fail to make sense? Were there unusual markings, strange scribbles, symbols that appeared to mean something, even though their meaning was never explained? How was the jar presented? Was it sealed? Was there a ribbon, a tie, a knot, perhaps appearing to seal the deal? Was there a chalice nearby? Were there golden orbs, bright cleansing objects? Something connected with purification? Or could those objects have been placed there as a form of protection? Think carefully about these questions. Do not rush to answer them. Simply consider what you have seen and ask yourself, how do you feel now? Are all of these recurring elements accidental? Are they merely coincidences? Or are we looking at a carefully curated system of visual communication, a message assembled through colors, objects, food, animals, and symbols that perhaps you were never meant to notice?